Good evening, I'm Brent Stafford, and this is Shaky Politics. Let's get shaking. Welcome to Shaky Politics. We tell stories how they should be told. Tonight we examine the Sandyhook truther movement. As we all know, on December 14th of last year, a very mentally ill 21-year-old Adam Lanza shot and killed 20 innocent children and 6 school staff at the Sandyhook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut.
They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own.
Almost immediately, conspiracy theories exploded on the internet, claiming it was all a massive hoax, potentially designed and executed by the Obama administration to usher in massive gun control laws, to abridge the Second Amendment, and to soften up the American people for an eventual fascist takeover of the democratic system. Led by Alex Jones, conspiracy theory pundit and lunatic who helped start the 9/11 truther movement, the theories went super viral in January on Twitter, leading to thousands of blog posts, Sandyhook hoax websites, and hundreds of YouTube videos.
It's believed at this hour, and it's been confirmed to ABC News by state police there in Connecticut, that 2 shooters were initially believed involved in the mass shooting. One of those shooters...
The most popular viral conspiracy video with over 11 million views is Sandyhook shooting fully exposed.
The U.S. responding to Sandyhook school at this time. The shooting appears to have stopped. It is silent at this time. The school is in lockdown.
Like most conspiracy theories, the Sandyhook hoax theory points out the incongruencies in the real-time news coverage when facts are not always certain. However, the Sandyhook truthers have gone way too far. They have focused in on the parents of the victims and questioned their authenticity, asking why are they laughing before interviews? Why are there no tears in those interviews? And making the claim that the parents are crisis actors and they're faking it.
As a result, they spoke and made a statement. So we'll see if Robbie Parker, I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now. So my name's Robbie Parker. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Sandyhook Elementary School shootings here in Connecticut.
Is the behavior you're witnessing right now, the facial expressions and the body language, consistent with that you would expect from 2 parents who have just lost their daughter? Is the emotion that these people are displaying consistent with someone who just had their lives devastated? The couple that we're watching here is the McDonald family in an interview with CNN right after the Sandyhook massacre. According to the official story, these people just had their daughter shot to death a few days ago. Listen, I know you might not want to ask these kind of questions, but look at it, take a good hard look at it. Does this sit right with you? It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't like the implications of saying that any more than you do. But there is no way that 2 parents would be conducting themselves like that in an interview just a few days after the murder of their daughter.
Joining us tonight is Tom Crean, founder of the Family Funeral Association, which since 1979 has represented thousands of family funeral homes across North America. Tom, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Brent, for having me.
Tom, I personally find it sickening and disgraceful how these conspiracy theorists and those who read their crap, let's be honest, exploit national tragedies. As someone who's presided over thousands of funerals as a funeral director, what's your take on this?
Well, I mean, that is an earth-shattering situation. I mean, how do you even begin to contemplate that kind of carnage? I mean, those are lives that are just, they're emaciated, they're shattered.
And the Sandyhook truthers, they claim it's all a hoax.
The idea that somebody could simulate a tragedy of this proportions, to me, coming from the world of the mechanics of caring for people who've passed away, I mean, it's, to me, really incomprehensible.
Tom agreed it's repugnant to even give validity to these theories by discussing them. That's why we're not going to debunk their specific claims tonight, though I do want to tackle two issues. The first being, you mentioned the mechanics of caring. I assume as a funeral director, you're one of the main points of authority in recording a death.
We funeral directors are very involved in the process of helping people record and cope with the end of a life. And there are mountains of checks and balances and evidence to document that.
And it can't be faked?
You can't fake these things. And I mean, how many television shows are there about investigations into homicide? The idea that somebody could just artificially create 20, I mean, I can't really actually believe you're asking that question.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Tom, the other issue I want to discuss, obviously connected, is perhaps the most upsetting to me, and it's the attack on the parents and the claim that they lack an appropriate amount of grief, or an appropriate kind of grief.
The pain and agony that people go through when they've really lost someone is not something that you can caricature or document. I mean, there are some people who are so emotionally paralyzed that the tear glands simply don't work. So I just don't understand how people who are already subject to this level of damage and horror could be further. I can't even, it's like a witch hunt.
Tom, when you say witch hunt, are you suggesting the truthers have a purpose?
Well, I believe that people who use media and its conventions as effectively as people who can garner 11 million views usually have some pretty sophisticated media smarts. And why would people be applying this level of use of these conventions without a purpose? I mean, these things don't happen in a vacuum. They're the result of a very concerted team effort. So I have to assume that whoever is sponsoring this movement has an agenda.
Oh, I totally agree. There is an agenda operating here, and we'll have more on that in a second. Tom, thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome, Brent. Thank you for trying to make a difference.
So what's the agenda? Well, conspiracy theories are a money-making operation, and a big one. Truthers such as Alex Jones use fear and mistrust to make millions of dollars. They propagate the fear the government is coming to take your guns. The fear government is coming after your freedom. And let's not forget the politics of race and the perpetual, never-ending assault on the legitimacy of the first African-American president. All this fear is promoted to drive website visits, video views, and to sell you their books, t-shirts, and trinkets. Exploiting national tragedies, the horror and the carnage, all in an effort to make a lot of money and to drive a political agenda. I'm disgusted to breathe the same air as these people, and you should be too. I'm Brent Stafford, and you have just been shaken.